Hi, I'm Samuel,
Hi, I'm Nathan.
and we'd like to talk to you about our project Infer. So, Infer, as the name suggests, trains your inference skills. It listens to a movie alongside you, and after pivotal points in the movie, it'll prompt the user with inference questions about the current content. This might be like, who's the main character? Or, why do they feel a certain way? So our inspiration for this project comes from my family friend, Ellie. She has autism, and she participates in this thing called inference training, but she's often pretty bored by it, as she's a teenager and it's meant for children. But she enjoys watching movies, so we thought, why not combine the two?
So, how does it work? Well, it uses a speech-to-text algorithm, which over small time intervals will transcribe what is being said in the movie. And afterwards, it will use a very advanced machine learning model to classify which scene the user is watching, and then retrieve the script and pass it to a large language model, which then uses the script that was passed through to generate inference questions for the user to answer.
More on the machine learning model, we adapted it from researchers at the University of Edinburgh. They called it a topic-aware model, where it searched for turning points, or what dictates the plot of a movie. We've adapted it to search for any significant scenes in a movie and output it, and from that, we can ask user questions.
So, what did we use to build this app? Well, we used a variety of technologies. We used Python, React Native, Anvil, and Firebase. Python was for the backend, the machine learning algorithms. React Native for the front end, the actual mobile app itself. Anvil we used for the deployment of the backend, and Firebase we used to assist with transferring the data over from the Python to the React Native. So, time for the demo.
Okay, so the first thing we're greeted with here is the homepage. And you can see in the homepage we can scroll through all the popular movies, and we can also search for a specific movie that we want. So up here we can press the search for movie area, and then we type in a movie that we want. So let's say, for example, Kung Fu Panda, and it'll display all the Kung Fu Panda films as well as the sequels, but for now we'll just stick to the original one. And then we'll press Let's Infer, and keep in mind that because right now we're recording our screen, Netflix can detect that and really doesn't like that for copyright reasons, and so it'll only show the audio, but that's all that really matters. We can still transcribe and show questions only from the audio, so it's not a problem. So just keep that in mind. So let's press Let's Infer, and it'll start loading the model.
And then you will fulfill your destiny and take over the restaurant.
Yep. And then now we can see that after a little while, the app has detected when it should display the questions. So let's try answering some of the questions right now. So what is happening in this scene? Poe is getting ready to take over the restaurant from his dad, like his dad just said, and it's correct. So how does Poe feel? Right now he feels a bit surprised. Correct. And the user just keeps answering the questions until all of the questions are answered, and then they can continue watching the movie, and after a few minutes or so, the app will continue showing even more questions, and then the cycle repeats until they finish the whole movie. Also, we did run it on an iOS simulator, but you can of course run it on a physical device. It's just that it was more convenient for us to run it digitally. So around the world, there are around 75 million people who suffer from autism, and we believe that this app can benefit all of them. And right now, we're currently working to finalize our app as well as ultimately publish it to the App Store. Thank you for listening.